A very good morning to all of you. Today we will start a new lesson from your book First Flight, that is lesson number 10, The Sermon at Banaras. The lesson Sermon at Banaras includes Buddha's first sermon delivered at Banaras. It carries a great wisdom about death, a great message about grieving. It tells about the incident related to the death of Kissa Gotami's son. In this lesson, through a story, we are told that who are born definitely will die. Who are born must die. We must not be sad and sorrowful over the death of our near and dear ones. All are subject to death. Only those who overcome over grief can be free from sorrow. In order to overcome sufferings and grief, we must give up lamenting and complaining. We must give up complaints and grievances. Weeping and grieving is no solution to sorrow, no solution to any problem. We should learn to overcome sorrows if we really want to lead a peaceful life. Now, page number 133, our lesson, The Sermon at Banaras. Here, before you read, an activity is given. Use a dictionary or ask for your teacher's help as you discuss the following questions in groups. As you are not able to discuss the questions in groups, so here I am telling you, I am helping you. First question is, what is a sermon? Is it different from a lecture or a talk? Can this word also be used in a negative way or as a joke, as in the sentence, my mother's sermon about getting my work done on time? So, as the instruction is that before the explanation, before reading the lesson, you must do this activity, you must know the answer. So, I am telling you the answers here. First part is, what is a sermon? A sermon is a religious or a moral talk or lecture. You can say a religious speech given on a moral subject. In Hindi, you can call it pravachan, you can say dharmopadesh. Then the second part, is it different from a lecture or a talk? Here we can give answer in two ways. The first is, no, we must not use a sermon, we must not take it as a simple lecture or a talk. But yes, it can be used different from a lecture or a talk. Here, as I have given you the definition, first I may make you clear here. A sermon may be defined as a spoken or a written religious lecture. It is a discourse for the purpose of religious instructions, while lecture or talk is a discourse for the purpose of instructions or any general topic. Lecture or talk can be formal as well as informal discourse delivered to an audience. Now, in third part, so I have told you that a simple lecture or a talk is different than a sermon. Now, in third part it is asked, can this word also be used in a negative way or as a joke? As in my mother's sermon about getting my work done on time. Here, on the first instant, we will say that we cannot use the word sermon in a negative form, because these are the moral teachings, these are the religious teachings that can never be in a negative form. They give us a positive message. We cannot use it. But at the same time, we can say that this word can be used in a negative way or a joke. In that case, I am stressing, in that case, it will mean a taunt, it will mean a irony, it will mean a sarcasm. For example, Mohan is always sermonizing on my comments, always sermonizing on any of the topics. The sentence is here also given, my mother's sermon about getting my work done on my time. When there is a way is taunting or ironic, only then in a negative form we can use it. Question number 2 is, find out the meanings of the words and phrases given in the box. So, 6 words and phrases are given here. The first word is afflicted with. I have written the meanings here. To be affected with bodily or mental troubles. Number 2, be composed, meaning is to have control over our mental faculties or to be at peace with self. Number 3, desolation, meaning is a ruined or neglected state. Number 4, lamentation. Lamentation means expressing one's sorrow or regret or grief. Then procure. Procure means to obtain, you can write any meaning, to obtain, to get, to find. Then be subjected to be governed by some rules. So, these were the 6 words and phrases, and I have given you the meanings also. Then question number 3, have you heard of the Sermon on the Mount? Who delivered it? What do you think delivered a sermon? Who do you think delivered a sermon at Banaras? As far as the first part is concerned, have you heard of Sermon on Mount? Maybe you have heard, maybe you have not heard. If you have heard, you can answer it in yes, and if not heard, you can answer it in no. Then, if we are giving the answer in yes, we have to elaborate how. Yes, the Sermon on the Mount is a collection of sayings and teachings of Jesus Christ, which emphasizes his moral teachings found in the Gospel of Matthew. In his sermon, he showed how to experience lasting happiness. It is believed that when Jesus saw crowds, he went up on a mountainside and sat down, and his disciples came to him, and he began to teach them and gave a moral education, religious education known as sermon. Then, who delivered it? The answer is very clear. I have just told you it was delivered by Jesus Christ. Then, who do you think delivered a sermon at Banaras? The lesson with which it is related A sermon at Banaras was delivered by Gautam Buddha. It was his first sermon after he got enlightenment. So let's begin. This was before reading. I have explained you all these three questions. Gautam Buddha, 563 BC, BC stands for before Christ, 483 BC, began life. The birth and the death both are given here, before Christ, began life as a prince named Siddhartha Gautam. So, he was a prince and his name was Siddhartha Gautam. In northern India, at 12 means at the age of 12, he was sent away for schooling in the Hindu sacred scriptures. Sacred means holy, scriptures means books. At the age of 12, he was sent to school to get education, to get knowledge about the holy books. And 4 years later, he returned home. 4 years later, he came back at the age of 16 to marry a princess. He was married to a princess. They had a son and lived for 10 years as befitted royalty. Befitted here means suited royalty. As he was a prince, he enjoyed all the luxuries, all the royalties. At about the age of 25, the prince heretofore shielded from the sufferings of the world. Till now, heretofore means till now, he was shielded, he was protected, he was covered from the sufferings of the world. In simple words, you can say he never knew what are the sufferings. While out hunting, chanced upon a sick man. One day, when he goes out for hunting, what he saw? A sick man, then an aged man here means the old man, then a funeral procession, last rituals were performed, funeral procession he saw, and finally a monk begging for alms. He saw these 4 scenes. These sights so moved him that he at once went out into the world to seek enlightenment concerning the sorrows he had witnessed. After seeing these sorrows, what he decided? That I must seek the enlightenment. Why people suffer? I want to know the reason. He wandered for 7 years from one place to another. He wandered for 7 years and finally sat down under a peepal tree, where he vowed. Vowed here means took an oath to stay until means till the time enlightenment came. Enlightened after 7 days, he renamed the tree the Bodhi. After 7 days, he got enlightenment and he gave a new name to that peepal tree, that is the Bodhi tree. It means the tree of wisdom, and began to teach and to share his new understanding. He started preaching, he started giving moral values, his own understanding to others. At that point, he became known as the Buddha. The awakened are enlightened. Now, Siddhartha Gautam got a new name, that is Buddha. The Buddha preached his first sermon. I gave you the meaning of sermon, religious teaching, moral talk. Buddha preached his first sermon at the city of Banaras, most holy, most religious of dipping. Dipping is the bathing. Dipping places on the river Ganges. That sermon has been preserved. Preserved means kept, preserved, and is given here. That sermon is given in this lesson I will explain you. It reflects the Buddha's wisdom about one, inscrutable. Inscrutable means something which cannot be understood kind of suffering. It is very difficult to understand the sufferings, but after his enlightenment, he gave the lesson, he told how we can overcome the sufferings. That is all for today. Do the question answers in your notebooks, learn the word meanings and go through the lesson. Thank you.